Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I apologize if my voice sounds a little bit funny. I haven't really spoken today, so I kind of still have a morning voice even though it is most definitely not morning. Today I am just going to be chatting and doing some training, so if you need some training content, I am here to help. Get comfortable and yeah, grab a drink, grab a snack, and train a cute pony with me. So a little disclaimer here, it's probably confusing based on my last video. So I named the 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗧𝗏 𝗏𝗏𝗃 in my storyline, obviously, and in the video where I bought this pony, I named it 𝗏𝗏𝗃. So I really wanted to use the name 𝗏𝗏𝗃 for my storyline, and this was going to be the pony in my storyline, but obviously it ended up being the other one, so that horse just got the name 𝗏𝗏𝗃. So I need a name for this pony, so if you have any ideas for that, please put them down below because I really don't feel like coming up with a name for it, and you guys probably have some really good ideas. So yeah, leave those down below. I apologize for the confusion. This pony is no longer 𝗏𝗏𝗃, so yeah. Put gelding or mare names, it doesn't really matter. This pony might be a boy now, I'm not sure. Okay, that is not the point of this video though. I asked you guys on my Instagram this morning to give me one word, and if you have not seen my other video in this style, basically you just give me one word like I said, and I just give you a story or a life update or anything related to that word that comes to my head, just to chat and have you guys get to know me a little bit better, I guess. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening, and this pony is currently level 7, so I still have some work to do. This video is going to be pretty chill, so I would definitely recommend just putting this in the background because nothing's going to be going on the screen besides me training and probably failing races. So yeah, let's get started with our little one-word chat. The first submission that I got, which actually excited me because I do have a recent update on this that you guys probably aren't expecting. So the first one I'm going to do is Eli, and for those of you that don't know, a kind of big life event lately is that I moved barns, and I talked about this more in my, what video was that? How much money I've spent on SSO video. That was really only like the first half of the video, and then I kind of went off topic into barn related things a little bit. So I really can't go into detail why I left, but it's just a much better fit for me so far. I don't see Eli anymore, obviously, because he is at the old barn, but something did kind of happen. So last weekend my old barn was actually showing at WEC, and I still had some things that I was selling for kind of consignment, so I had a little tag on some of my used things up in the upstairs of the barn, and it just had like a PayPal on it or Venmo or whatever. So those were still upstairs, and I never grabbed those after I moved barns because I kind of just picked up and left. I just forgot to grab the stuff, and that was 3 months ago, 4 months ago. It's really been a long time, so I decided I really wanted to get my stuff while they were gone because I just wanted to kind of slip in and slip out. So I did just that. I drove up there on Sunday, and I think I had like a vest and 2 pairs of breeches or 2 vests, something like that. I didn't have a whole lot up there, but I kind of just want to sell it somewhere else now since I don't belong to that barn anymore. I didn't go there just to get my stuff. I really miss Eli because he was a big portion of my riding career last summer, and he just means a lot to me. I mean, that was kind of all that I posted about last summer because it was just a super fun time, and it was really hard to just pick up and leave like that because I knew that I would possibly never see him again. He was actually out in the pony pasture with like 4 other ponies, so I went out there and they were all crazy and bucking and just having a fun time, and they were absolutely disgusting and covered in mud, but it was so good to just stand in there and pet them, and I gave them a candy cane, and yeah, it was just a really nice time to see them all. But it was also super like weird and uncomfortable at the same time. I don't really know how to describe it. It was just a super nostalgic feeling being with all of them, and I felt like they didn't know me and I didn't really know them anymore because it had been so long, and it just didn't feel like home anymore. And I don't mean this to be sad at all, because yeah, I don't know, it's not meant to be sad, but I don't know, it just didn't feel like my home anymore. And since I'm so new to my new barn, it doesn't really feel like home. I'll get into that later because barn is like its own separate thing later, but yeah, I kind of just feel like homeless in the barn department. So it was really interesting, but I definitely feel like I've gotten closure as far as Eli, because I've experienced like pretty harsh horse breakups in the past where I just kind of, they leave or I leave and I never get to see them again, which was really tough. So I'm grateful that I got to have more than one goodbye this time, and I feel at peace with that now. And I know I probably won't see him again, but I feel like that chapter is closed and I've gotten plenty of bittersweet goodbyes at this point. And I know that I'll probably make you guys sad that you're not going to get any more Eli content. It makes me sad too, but there is new pony content, and here's my little shameless plug for my Instagram. I do post horsey related updates on there if you want to see them, so yeah, go follow me on Instagram at 𝗏𝗂𝗏 if you want. Okay, yeah, that was an extremely long-winded chat about Eli there. Okay. The next one is school. That kind of has to do with why I am filming a video on Friday, which you guys would not have known that, but I'm just gonna tell you about it anyway. So yeah, I don't have school today because there is some testing going on at my school and I am not involved in that, so it's kind of taking up like all of the teachers. They're like all involved with like coordinating it and everything. Yeah, I was able to have the day off, and I feel like I've had, okay, clearly this is not working. I feel like I have had so many days off recently, which is true, I almost feel like I shouldn't be having this many days off. This year has just kind of worked out like that, which I'm very grateful for, because most school years it's gotten really overwhelming around this time because it's just 5-day weeks non-stop, week after week, which, you know, that is how school is supposed to be, but it is nice to have days off here and there, and I have gotten a lot of that. I seriously don't think I have had a full 5-day week since we came back from winter break, which is, you know, somewhat concerning, also really nice for me. I'm not complaining. So yeah, that has definitely given me a little bit more time for YouTube lately. You probably can't tell because I haven't been posting any more often than I used to, but I did get a roleplay video out, so that is quite the accomplishment for me. Yeah, I had this past Monday off recently, so this was only a 3-day week, and I was able to get that video done on Monday, and it only took me like 4 hours that day. So yeah, but I already had like half the video done, so that video probably took like 12 hours. Honestly, that's just a wild guess. I have no idea. Look at me off topic again. But yeah, not a fan of this trimester. I started the last trimester of the year this week, and I really miss second try. My classes are just not it currently. I got separated from most of my friends, and you know, it's just not it, and I am really not enjoying my math class at all. It's okay, I'll be fine. I'll make it through. The school year is almost over, honestly. There's like 12 weeks left, which is kind of a lot, but really it's not that much. Okay, the next one is chocolate, and if you don't know, I am a chocolate connoisseur. I just love chocolate so much. It is my favorite snack ever. And I probably have chocolate every day. I think very few days go by that I don't have chocolate in some way or another. Is that a bad thing? No, I don't feel like it is at all. You know, dark chocolate is supposedly good for your heart, so I am a-okay. It is just, it's gonna make me live longer, you know? I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, anyways, I wanted to talk about this because I just had chocolate, like, right before I filmed this video. Obviously, had to get my daily dose in. And I'm obsessed with these things called Justin's peanut butter cups. Well, I had the almond butter ones today, but it's the Justin's brand. And if you know what I'm talking about, please comment. I've kind of talked about this on my channel before, but I can't have dairy. So these are like dairy-free dark chocolate, peanut butter, almond, whatever cups. And so it's basically like Reese's, but quote-unquote healthy, you know? So yeah, they're absolutely delicious, so definitely recommend if you have them in your local grocery store. They're very good. Yeah, not sponsored. Okay, now the next one is barn. So I will talk about my own barn experience now. So I have had, I think, 5 lessons at my new barn, and I would say it's going pretty well. I say pretty well because I'm just gonna be very transparent with you all. My riding anxiety is at an absolute all-time high. It's rough. I'm not gonna go into it too much, but yeah, I've just been kind of all over the place, getting extremely nervous for my lessons and just being super paranoid about getting hurt again, because you guys know I've had some traumatic falls that I've talked about on my channel. So yeah, I've kind of just been trying to work through that week by week and get stronger, and I definitely have been. And I've ridden 3 horses so far, and they're all super sweet, and I've really only had 1 rough lesson. The rest have been pretty good. So yeah, I've also been journaling after each one because that was my New Year's resolution, to kind of record everything after each lesson so I can kind of see my progress and kind of track my goals and everything. And honestly, I definitely recommend doing this. And I put on my Instagram a little while ago in a Q&A that you guys can feel free to DM me if you want like the template that I am using to record all of that, if you are interested in doing it yourself, because I find it really helpful to kind of write everything down. So I put like my anxiety level, like who taught the lesson, because there's multiple trainers at my barn, what horse I rode, what we did, what I accomplished, and what my goals for next week are, all stuff like that. So if you want a picture of it, feel free to message me on Discord or Instagram and I will send that to you. But yeah, I ride tomorrow and I'm excited to see how it goes. I really hope I ride this one horse that I'm very obsessed with. He's so good and he just like takes all my anxiety away and I love him. That's kind of it. Not a whole lot going on, but I'm really hoping that there's a chance I could ride outside because I live in a cold state, but it has started to warm up this week. I don't know, March is really just behaving so far. So today it is 50, which is pretty nice. It's going to be 68. That is so warm. Okay, next is Clover, and I assume you mean Clover in my roleplay storyline. So I really have no updates because Clover is no longer mine. She never was mine, but she was my personal project for my internship, which was over a year ago, which is pretty crazy. Well, actually no, I think I was like nearing the end of it this time last year. And yeah, that was a good time for my channel. That was a good time for my storyline. But now I have like 5 horses of my own, or 6. Honestly, I lost track, but it's okay. Archie, Milo, Peanut, Rio, Tango, Roxy. Okay, 6. Really hope I didn't forget anyone. Yeah, so I don't really work with Clover anymore just because she's kind of fully integrated into the lesson program in Avery's storyline. So yeah, you probably won't see much more of Clover. The next one, I think this is going to be the last one, and it's kind of weird. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know, I just saw this and didn't think anything of it. I was like, well, I'm not gonna put that in because I can't talk about that. Like, I don't have any stories about that. But then I thought about it. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you what it is already. Let me get to a training destination. Okay, so the next topic, word, whatever, is frogs. Yeah, I don't know why, how this came to this person's mind, but I love it. Okay, I just need to pop in here really quickly and say, why did 3 different people submit frog? Like, it has only been a few hours, so I don't even have that many submissions, but 3 different people submitted frog. What is it, like Frog Day or something? Can someone please tell me why frogs are like the hot topic right now? Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe this story just really needed to be told. Yeah, so my story. This is like not even a story, it's just something random. Okay, so I have this friend and we have been friends since we were 2, which is a very, very long time. So yeah, I don't know what that has to do with it, but we were talking, this was like last week or something, and I was just kind of asking her if she ever has these moments where she kind of just like not hears messages, that sounds interesting, just like feels like she ever gets messages from God or the universe or whatever she wants to call it. And I was kind of telling her my stories where I felt like that has happened. And so I asked her if she had ever felt that before, and I don't really remember how the story goes exactly, but if I remember correctly, she told me this story about when she was like 10 and she was on vacation and she asked the universe / God, and I'm just putting those like together because I don't know what you believe and I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I'm just like keeping it general. She asked a higher power to like show her a frog or give her some sort of sign they were real, like that the higher power existed, and she came back to her like hotel room and there was a frog on the balcony. Oh, what am I talking about? Okay, this is so funny to me, okay, that I'm like talking about this on my channel, but yeah, basically a frog just happened to be on her balcony. I just think it's funny that someone said frog and that's what it made me think of. So yeah, I'm not like making fun of it or anything in any way, but yeah, that's my frog story for you. So it's not even mine to tell, but yeah, that is my friend's frog story for you. I really hope you enjoyed. That is going to be it for this video. I hope it was fun. It was definitely fun for me. Yeah, I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!